All the clips and stuff.
What's going on, everybody?
How's it going?
The usual, always late. Welcome to another week here at the Hideout. Super excited. Again, just totally random. We're going to go through some news. We had a very busy week on both ends. We weren't able to make our, transition screens and all that good stuff. But that's all we're going to cover is, what we've heard, what we've seen, and what might be
rumors going around and everything.
So, and then, again, if y'all have heard on y'all's end, then, chime in the chat. Y'all already know. Give a comment, and let us know, what you heard on your end. But other than that, it's been awesome. We're holding it down. We're going to go over some Mashley, maybe. But again, he's read the. I was about to say he's in the manga, finished it already. If y'all follow, but also I have barely started it at 3 episodes in. Two technically because I am barely starting the third.
Yeah.
But no, I'm again. It's up my alley. I already know it's up my alley. I'm excited. I'm gonna probably blow through it for sure. So
I think it has 2 seasons.
Two seasons. Yeah, 24 episodes. I think total.
Okay, so 12 episodes.
12 episodes.
But it did get approved for a third, so you got that coming too.
Nice. Speaking of that, we got a Kaiju coming up.
Yeah,
I've seen that
next month, July 14th or 19th.
You're ready. Ready, bro.
Dude, my daughter's been asking about it. So when the news came up with the exact date, she's like, yeah.
Woo! Dude, I love the confirmations when the exact date comes out.
Yeah,
I think we got one for Eyes of Wakanda. I need to look into that. I don't know if I screenshotted that. But yeah, guys, super excited. Let me do my thing real quick. I didn't
dude, the other one I'm excited about is Kaiju, but then One Punch, but we still don't have a release day for it. We still know it's October, and it's just like, damn it, dude! Like I want the.
I saw the video, the trailer again.
Oh yeah,
where homie is going against the monsters.
Which one, Garo?
Garo, there we go. I knew it was with a G. Where he was going against the monsters and stuff.
Yeah.
So it just got me so much fun. But there's a lot of naysayers. You tell me, again, speaking of Lord of the Mysteries and, seeing that, we'll talk about that. But I don't see it. You're more meticulous, so that's why I want to ask you. So is there really that big of a difference between studios on season 1 and then 2 right now? Because everyone's hating on season 2. So I was like, I didn't see a difference. Maybe because I just ran through it and I wanted,
might be it. But I think the biggest thing is for me personally is season 1 had more fluidity to it. Like when all right, let me put it this way: when he was gonna go punch, oh my gosh, robot dude
in that little training place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember his damn Genos. When Genos is like, no, take this seriously, and he's like, all right, and all of a sudden he appears out behind him, and he's like,
that part, yeah, okay.
That scene, you saw the movement, you see him like vanish, reappear, but you still see every movement of him about to punch. In the second season, when he's about to punch Elder Centipede, it doesn't show as
it's
clean
like here
movement.
And here.
It's not as clean of a movement. It just pictured. And I know a lot of studios have been doing that more to get out faster, but I'm like, a lot of people been not wanting that. Like, I think
I'm gonna have to look at that now.
I think Blue Lock, if I'm not mistaken, Blue Lock was one of the ones where they're saying
the soccer one.
Yeah, they said that the first season was done good, but the second season was just frame by frames, and a lot of people were hating on it. So
got it.
Like when studios do that, yeah, I could totally understand why you're just like, nah, this isn't.
Okay, because see, I get hyped, and then I watch the trailer first, and then I'm always a comment reader. Like I love reading like the first 20 comments, so this is just like it's just unanimous, dude. Like, oh my god, nothing will touch season 1. Like, a lot of people are like, if they're like if they're gonna touch this manga, this masterpiece, like they need to come with some, with some like animation, like, and it's just like, oh, what did I miss again? Like, now I'm gonna go look at those 2 different episodes, and see, like a distinguishment in them, maybe. But yeah.
Like that one scene alone, like when he's fighting Genos, you see him wind up, and then it does end up with him like right in front of Genos, but you still kind of see that little
the air, the hair flow,
and
everything.
His arm ends up there, but you kind of see the like little blur, like saying this is his arm. With Elder Centipede, it was just like bam, and it was just like it's a little off-putting, but I didn't mind it for that.
Okay.
Season 2 was definitely worth
just the story, The story in itself, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like it's the season 2 like little mini arc that they had like right there, leading into what is known as Monster Association arc. That little stuff they had right there, I'm like, okay, it could do with that animation because it wasn't so crazy. Season 3 gets crazy. I need animation.
Got you.
Like season 3 is gonna go off.
Yeah.
Dude.
So based on the trailer, have you seen the trailer?
I have not seen the trailer. And when did it come out?
When they announced it, that it was coming out in October, so it's been a while.
Oh,
it's literally
isn't it just clips of like older ones?
No. It's Garo. They're like they show the different
the different monsters and stuff.
No, the Monster Hunter Association members, all of them, like little clips of them, and fighting? Then of them just like face, person, like, and then it goes to where Garo is fighting 2 monsters. Yeah. And like his hair's red, like the way he left off, what I mean? And then the homies are like underestimating him, and he's going hand to hand, and they're like, all the comments are like, again, and it's showing his fluidity. So that's why I was wondering, because it's showing like, that the one that he understudied, like that jutsu, or not jutsu, but
the martial arts style, flowing water, crushing rock.
Flowing water, crushing rock.
Yeah,
and so he was doing that against them and stuff. So it was a pretty good. Again, I saw the trailer, and then you get the comments. So you had to watch it.
Go check it out.
Yeah,
I'm like,
so
I don't know.
it's pretty good. Again, I hurt myself, but I love the thrill of not knowing at the same time. Because again, there's the mangas. I can have the answers. You know what I mean? Like, so
I mean, the app that I pay for is like $3 a month, and I have access to everything.
So
you could catch up if you wanted to.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I hurt myself, but at the same time, this anticipation is so I love it. Like,
it's just like I think your level of anticipation for new is like up there, and then my level of anticipation is for knowing what's coming and having it animated.
Give it to
and
me.
It's just like it's a different levels of it. It's so cool.
I like it. Yeah. Because that's how I feel. Like I just want to know. Like, so my genuine anger of my hero being split like it was, you know what I mean? When you told me, you were like, yeah, you're right there. It's just like, yo, they didn't give us a new episode.
They could have landed. They could have ended it. Like, even, what was that? One person on there was saying, like, yeah, they could. And then they're like, nah, we'll wait. I was like, you better give us peak animation for the last, like, 5 episodes.
This better be the best goddamn.
Have you ever ate a fresh baked cookie straight out the oven? I need that with this animation.
That is the best comparison. Like, this better be the best goddamn cream puff I've ever eaten. Like, but yeah, dude, I was just so upset because you even, like you said, it's right there. And then we get that, ending. I was like, hold on. It came out every Sunday, right, baby? She's like, yep. I was like, there's not a new episode.
I'm thinking about it now, and I'm like, okay, I can kind of see why they left off, because these fights coming and everything, like major coming up, they might want to try to do it justice with, like, not like, not like, but like condensing it. So they're not going to try to condense it and do like what it, like, mess it up. They're going to try to
because there's 3 separate battlefields going on. Oh yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So that you might be right. They're wanting to give each battle its true, true effect. Like, I can see that.
So I'm like, they'll probably let it breathe a little bit. So I'm like, okay, maybe that's why. But they could have done it. They could honestly just make this last season 20 episodes.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
isn't it like 12 episodes?
Yeah, it's the shortest of them.
Just make it 20. Just finish it out.
So when I would, so my anticipation comes with that. You know what I mean? If I would have had the anime or the manga, I would already know. I'd be on your side. In other words, you know what I mean? So. It's a good thing we have two different views of this.
That's why
two different views of anticipation.
That's why I just power through all that manga.
Can't do this. Can't do this. Gotta know. Know.
I finished. No, for real, I am that person. I'm like, I need to, dude.
So that's probably why you hate Marvel too, because they just do this now story up in the air, and we're trying to catch these papers like before they fall, you know, and it may not be the next page in the story.
I'm over here like, what the hell does this mean?
Secret invasion, like. Oh my goodness!
Dude, right.
That is the truth, bro. That is the truth. I was so mad. I'm telling you, I was just genuinely upset when it got split, and I was just like, okay, all right, this is what we're doing. You know, at least in One Punch, you know, you established how, you know, far and big the manga is. You know, so I knew there's gonna be more seasons. You know, but you know, so that different anticipation. But again, for that one to be like, you're like, oh, got 4 more episodes, 3 more episodes. Like that's all.
You're out. They might just make it a movie.
Oh my!
But knowing them, they might just make it a 2-part movie.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So, but no. Alrighty, guys. Again, random Saturday. Jump on in if y'all have anything that y'all know, or if y'all agree or don't, you know, agree. So, but yeah, we got a good piece of news. One that we've talked about here on the show. So, this one I'm excited about because, you know, we spoke about it. Wonder Woman film is being developed by James Gunn. Yes. He said it's being written right now.
Yes.
So
I did see that.
Here comes the rumor mill. Like, here comes
who are they casting?
Yeah.
What story is it involving?
Yeah.
How is she already? Like, because at this point, is she out of the Themyscira, or is she still hidden?
He's gonna. Well, no. The world is known of superheroes. So
just because you know.
And speaking of another one that, you know, not a rumor that squashed, but a rumor that was now being said and confirmed by James Gunn. He's 3 years in.
Who, Superman?
He's Superman.
It said 1 year when I read the article. See,
I was like, God damn it. I was like, another one. So he was like, he's 3 years in already. So that took away my effect of like his persona idea, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but they were saying that, again, there was a lot of people arguing the fact that there is a playful side to Superman on certain runs. So,
yes.
you know, they're not so much playful, but quippy.
Yeah,
like,
he is some quippy, but Superman's more stoic. But he kind of loses some of that stoicness with Batman and Wonder Woman. Like when he has the League, they kind of bring it out of him too. But I mean, like there are some, but he's nothing like
what he's being portrayed in.
Well, that I can't say that for sure. I haven't watched it.
That was what I was about to say. That's what a lot of people are already jumping on conclusions because they're seeing these trailers and they're now just showing all these funny parts, and they're like, "Oh my God, Guardians of the Galaxy again!" Like everyone's getting worried. They were like, "You should have left it at that trailer. You stop putting out these teasers." You know what I mean? Like you're killing yourself. You know what I mean? Because they did the laser spin, and they were like, "What in the Flash CGI is that?" Like,
I haven't seen that.
You have? Oh my goodness!
What the hell?
So they put out another trailer for Superman, and there's a part where he's tag teaming with Crypto, and he's going against like I guess Luthor's bots or whatever, and they have a name. I have never mentioned it because I was waiting for the movie or whatever, but he has a league of bots or whatever, right? So he's going against them. Well, then or these super things, and then so he has Crypto, you know, dog kicking, you know, them and stuff. He even punches them. It shows like his teeth flying out, like, you know what I mean? And then there's a scene where he like flies up. He does like a tornado spin with his laser beam. So he's like, you know, knocking out all. So It does. Don't get me wrong. It does give a little vibe of Flash CGI. Like when people have said that, I was like, "Oh shit, that is hilarious." But again, we've seen. Have you seen that comparison of the kaiju though, where his Fred, the first trailer came out, and then the
the later one,
and then it showed like how much more details it was in.
Yeah.
So I feel like that it's along those lines. You know what I mean? Okay. So I'm taking it with a grain of salt.
Because normally with trailers they could put out a little bit of more bad edits, and then the final thing, it's the final touch-ups, last minute details and everything. Yeah. Granted, the movie's coming out.
It's already out in the UK, I believe, and it's coming over here because that's what I've noticed. A lot of movies come out first over there, and then it come over here.
But that's where they make not there, but like China and stuff is where they make a lot more of their money. Like overseas stuff, like domestic box office only accounts for maybe even less than half of what they truly make. Okay.
Yeah, so it was just. I'm excited. So with that news, so Wonder Woman again, we're gonna get that randomness. So we're gonna start seeing all these fan castings and stuff. But it's exciting. Again, we're starting to see the Justice League and his DCU forming. We're getting Clayface later this year in October.
That's gonna be good. So, that's gonna be good.
Okay,
James Gunn has worked with Batista. He's worked now with John Cena. He is not he's not. It's not unknown territory for him to work with
fresh actors.
Yeah, fresh actors, or even like wrestling people coming out the gate. Definitely could hire one of them as Wonder Woman, because Gal Gadot made a good Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
but you want an actual build. Yeah. Like don't bust. Do not bust an HBO Max and hire somebody that does not look anything like the character.
What was an HBO?
HBO, The Last of Us. Have you ever watched it?
Oh, okay.
Like I played both games. They hired somebody, dude. I don't know how to. Okay, imagine having somebody about my or even your size. Like we have some weight. But then you put Nathan to play us.
Got it.
It doesn't like. You see me or you don't see that. Like you don't see him. Like that build isn't the same.
But in the game, right?
Yeah, like in the game,
you get this, and then you get that.
In the game, you have this girl like buffed out. Like her whole life was dedicated to like hunting down somebody. She was working out every freaking day just to make this happen. In the show, they basically just said she's a girl though, and she has a mission, and she's gonna portray it, but she doesn't have that weight to her anymore. I'm just like. That physicality made her the threat. Mm-hmm. So if you,
she's what? So you're saying is she's not Amazonian, right? Themyscirian.
Yeah,
they were like
the Amazons, but they are Amazons. Yeah,
like 6 foot.
They're built. They're not like some of the ones in the Wonder Woman movie, like from when they would show the island. Like some of them were built. Some of them were like, and I was like, those are accurate. Gal Gadot looks like on the smaller end of that. Like
is she like built. That in the comics? Like is she the smaller one? Like
no, she's supposed to be like one of the top tops. Like Gal Gadot is
okay, but yeah, she did a good portrayal. In your sense though.
Yeah, she did a good portrayal. She had some built to her, but I'm like, you need a little bit more oomph.
Okay.
Like not like crazy amounts, but
there was one again. I didn't take a picture of that one, or I don't remember the actress, but he put some girl on into like her first major film, and that is one of the fan castings for Wonder Woman.
Okay,
she's like, I would be honored. She's like. I think we talked about this. Yeah. She's like, I would be honored. She's like, but I haven't heard anything. But he actually, she's like, I love James Gunn. James Gunn, I love him forever because he was the first one to put me on into a person.
He took me a chance. Yeah.
So there's gonna be some fan castings, but what I mean by taking figure or taking form in the Justice League, so there already is plans of a Superman sequel. But not a technical Superman sequel. So they are now apparently James Gunn is gonna write a Batman and Superman film as their work together. And in this film, he's gonna have where Batman doesn't like Superman, just like
I don't know.
So
Look, the animated series seemed to be the only one to get it right.
okay,
Like
the original like Batman animated,
like that. But I'm talking about like the animated
the Justice League,
the animated Batman versus Superman. Like they teams have got it right. Like Batman.
I haven't seen that one, so I couldn't.
Oh my gosh, just you got to go see it. Dude. HBO Max, it's worth it. But it Batman sees him as a threat and will stop at nothing. And Superman, for the most part, like I think he doesn't want to do it because he's like he's a government like stooge at that point. He's like, I'm doing what I have to. But it like Batman is like going all out, not to save Martha crap. Like he's like, no, you a threat. You're a threat.
So that's what it was. Again, that is what he's saying. James Gunn is putting that plot. So he says that the Batman is not his friend. Like Batman at this point is trying to go after him because Lex Luthor is in Batman's head, telling him, "Hey, this guy is not one of us. Like he is,
I can definitely see something like that too." Speaking of which, I was reading an article about Lex, and they were saying that I don't like the phrasing, do not like it at all, but they were saying his tech is so advanced, it's like magic.
Oh yeah, I saw an article. Yeah.
Which is why they're hurting Superman. I was like, F you. There's actual magic in this damn world. You have John Constantine, you have Raven, you have actual magic people in here. What do you mean the tech is like magic? No. I mean, like you can incorporate magic into your stuff, but like magic is not magic. You cannot hurt Superman unless you have magic and kryptonite.
That one word.
Dude, like it changes a lot, dude. If I gave you a pizza and it said it's like pizza, are you gonna eat it?
What do you mean like?
It's like that SNL skit, almost pizza. It's almost pizza. Oh, it's like tofu pizza. No,
almost pizza.
Yeah. You can legally put tofu on a pizza and still call it pizza. Like, no, it changes everything.
You are the best, my friend. You are the best.
Like, wording is key, and I don't think people understand this.
You come from a man that reads books, so that is very true, man. That is very true. I love it, man.
It bothers me so bad. I was like, especially somebody who doesn't like Superman, I'm very much like, nah, I don't give a crap what you say right now. Superman's going to tank every hit you take.
Yeah.
Like, this fool is hard to bring down. No matter what you do, he is tough. Like magic, ain't going to do it. Magic light? Are you kidding me? This is magic zero. Like, no. Like, I was like, I want Coke. I don't want a Coke Zero, okay? It can't do it.
You want a Dr. Pepper? Yeah. Come with a Dr. Pibb.
I would throw that shit in your face. I would be done.
You did say Dr. Pepper, right? Yeah.
Nah. You getting it can and all. Like, do not do that to me.
Dude, that's great.
That's so great. Like, it bothers me. Like,
so what you're saying, or what in the end is, you really hope that there is magic?
They better incorporate it.
Don't make his tech be that badass that it's not. It's out of this world. Like
you can harness some. Like if you had a way to incorporate magic into the tech, fine. Somehow or another, you do it. Your Lex, your top mind, you could do it somehow, some way. Don't make it so great that you're like, well, it's strong enough to hurt him now. Like, no, it ain't. I don't care what you're made of. Like, this fool is gonna take it and move. Like, he's gonna move you.
So is that what made you so shocked that he was bleeding and he was beat up in that trailer?
In the trailer, I was like, what is hurting him? And then I read that and I was like, I don't like this. Already, I don't like that. And I'm like,
and I'm not even a fan of the guy.
no, like, I don't even like him. But you're
I'm
wrong.
defending him.
That's like, I'm like, look, I'm gonna be your lawyer today. I'm gonna let you know I want you locked up. But hell, if I'm letting you be locked up for that,
yeah, for the wrong thing.
He may have killed people, yes, but not that way. No, I can't.
I object. But yes, dude, that's crazy. I never.
I can't. It's wrong. Don't do it like that.
It all pieces together now, man. It just pieces
I'm like,
together.
He's hurt by kryptonite and magic. Simple and easy. Not like magic. Magic.
Can't paint a rock gold and say it's got superpowers. Like, throw it at him and it's like,
this rock is green. Does it work?
Yeah, it's got super glowing, power abilities to hit him.
He just looks at it. That's radium.
You're gonna die before I do. That's funny. Jeez, but yeah, so that is his route. So apparently, it's gonna be a Batman versus Superman type esque. That'll be the Superman sequel, and that's what he even said. It's not a sequel. He's just gonna be, in the head. So I can already say it's gonna probably be, because it already has a working title, if I'm not mistaken.
Batman versus Superman.
No.
Superman versus Batman. We're gonna reverse it.
It was on my time zone at last. What's going on, Wolvis? Isn't so why should I commit the time to contribute to the main arcing story? So he's already. So you're already out on the Marvel side. You're ready for the new run with DC. That's what we're going over. The Marvel is. I don't know, man. I'm excited. For Fantastic Four to have for Fantastic Four to have its sales, pre-sales, shut down the site and everything.
They already did? Damn.
Yeah. So they're already.
Oh shit! We need to get our tickets.
Yep. So it's pretty serious.
I need to buy my Superman tickets. My daughter wants to go watch it.
Dude, I did an eating contest for like National Hamburger Day. And so I did this whole gimmick of where I wore spandex, almost what you were saying. Wore spandex, wore like these small red shorts.
Yeah,
I found those small red shorts. So you got me hyped, bro. I might go find me some blue spandex. It may be women's. Who knows? Like, I just put them on, put the red shorts on. I got the T-shirt already. Like,
you already got the Superman shirt?
Yeah, I already got the Superman shirt.
Damn, now I need to commit. I need to get it.
That's why I was like, don't get me hyped, man. I will.
I'm gonna be like those the people at Comic-Con and stuff who were like all that's super tight and you can barely see it, like move.
Yeah, dude. I caught wind of them at Walmart, so they're there at Walmart. It's a nice blue. I really like the blue. So, running title for the Superman sequel. Let's see if that pulls up.
Marvel has been hurting though. Outside of the Fantastic Four, I don't really see.
I'm still in Marvel, but just the films. Disappointed too many times.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, see that's what we're saying. At least with this, it's a fresh start. Like, and then we're on James Gunn's side of you. I don't know if you've been following us that long or if you've tuned into any of our videos. But yeah, big James Gunn story helm person.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's gonna bring it right. You know what I mean? His like, how do I say, his working ethic is better. I like better idea, better scheme. I want to say,
but it's not just him on his half because he's co. So
because he green lights everything, and we said this. The best representation is like Marvel announcing Blade. And then never hearing anything about it again. Like,
and then
they wore hats. They made a big deal. Like, it was like the final thing on the San Diego Comic-Con panel. Yeah. Like, it was big. It was huge.
And then crickets.
And then what?
And then they used his voice for like one line.
Yeah, on the Eternals. Yeah. And so then you got James Gunn on the DC side, where he's the final say. Like, you got the script, it comes, if it works, it doesn't, take it back, rewrite it kind of guy. Like, you know what I mean? He's
I'm like, I could see him not being afraid to be like, hey, maybe we should try this, giving it back, and like trying to rewrite a little bit himself.
But that's why I'm getting, so we get Clayface. We got Clayface in there, like, you know what I mean? But what I even heard him say, I believe, was he is making them, but like separating them. So even in his post-credit scenes, he's gonna try to stay away from interconnectivity. So like, it's not gonna lead into anything, but it, in overall grand aspect, it does, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, so. Yeah. So that's you know, definitely, you know, where he can bring these characters we've never heard of, and we will fall in love. Yeah, we'll fall in love. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm ready for Mr. Terrific.
Dude,
I'm so ready for Mr. Terrific.
For what's gonna come. Before he does Superman versus Batman, we need Batman. I need a Batman movie.
Oh, speaking of, he shut it down again. Everyone, if you follow our page, James Gunn is not putting the Batman from Elseworlds into the DCU. Okay, like, just stop fan casting it. Stop, asking for it. He's definitively shut it down for, like, I think the 3rd or 5th time now. I don't know, but like, he's not gonna do it. And with great respect, again, like, it was made before he took over.
Yeah,
he's not destroying the vision of the director and writer of that series, which is respectful. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't just pull the money out of the rug.
He's like, y'all doing your thing, do you over there? I'm gonna do mine over here.
Exactly. So he's not putting that Batman.
Damn. So who are we gonna get?
Exactly, dude. I really love the fan cast of Alan Richardson. You know, from Preacher. So, you know, they have him fan casted. But he's just got, I think, season 4 greenlit for Preacher. So I feel like he's heavy in there right now. So I don't think he's gonna have the time unless they finish season 4 before they cast or have the script for the Batman.
Yeah.
So we still got Batman Brave and Bold. So that's
the animated series.
Yeah, right? I think it is the animated series. So it's Hinge, exactly. So that's what we're with Alan Richardson. I don't know if you know Preacher. So that one I seen and I can't get it out of my head. I feel like that would be a good one. He's not young. He's not young.
The thing is, though, with that question, in my mind, sorry, Batman versus Superman in the animated series, I think he's older with that one. And I believe in the comics there are some of him being older, some of him being younger, fighting him off and everything. But that's the one that sticks in my head. He is an older Batman, like almost gray hair old, like I believe.
Jesus. Okay.
And he's like, that's why he has a suit made of all that, like,
metal.
Yeah, he's like going after it. If that's in my head, seeing a younger person play it, it's gonna crap. It doesn't work in my head. But then I have to think of the younger
Batman versus Superman, they've already worked together, and that's the culmination. Is he fighting?
See, that's the thing. It's like because you got to remember, like, comics have, like, how you have Elseworlds with DC now. Like, comics have different whole timelines, like different dimensions and everything. So in this one comic run, it was an older Batman fighting a new Superman coming to Earth. So that was a thing.
Interesting.
So I'm like, if I have to have it, like, I wouldn't want too young of a Batman, because at that point he's still learning all his tech and stuff. Like, I think like Christopher Nolan's Batman, learning, like, gathering all his gadgets and stuff. It was cool to see, but I want somebody that has it already, basically, and has been protecting Gotham for a while. Mm-hmm. So somebody like not
middle age, like our age, 30,
yeah,
30-ish. Okay. Is Batman older than Superman?
Well, Superman age is different.
I was about to say age,
I am not sure how old they portray Batman.
Because again, according to James Gunn, they're going to be relatively young.
Yeah,
like to be able to run this
together. Yeah,
for the next 15 years, 10 to 15 years. You know what I mean? So that's why I was saying Alan Richardson is a little bit older. I think
Yeah.
he's I think 30 something, 39, I believe, a little bit older than us.
I mean, they can make him look younger though. They do that
true
all the time.
True that. But yeah.
Dude, honestly, that would be fun.
Dude,
that would be fun. I don't care. I don't care he played Superman already, because that technically never existed in this universe. That would be fun to have him play Batman.
You see the controversy that he's the Ultraman with the long hair.
What?
There was again, you didn't see the trailer,
No.
so you don't know.
No.
All right, there was a scene where they're showing Ultraman doing laser beams, and it has long shaggy hair. Henry Cavill just came out with long shaggy hair, and everyone's all like, "Oh!" They were like, "This got done filming like last year." You know what I mean? You can't use what he's looking like now. Like
hope that happened. Yeah, no, yeah.
People are quick, bro. Like they will run with anything.
I would love to see Cavill as Batman, but I still want him as my Wolverine too. So having them as both is kind of like, you gotta choose. Which one are you good?
What team are you on right now, Cavell? You know, here's your scripts. Who do you choose? Like,
I thought it was Lobo.
So yeah, dude, you missed that trailer. I can't believe it. Yeah, you need to watch.
But for a minute, my phone is broken. So
that's right. That's right. You weren't even in on,
I was
on the
gone
mix
for a while. And then when I did get it fixed, I was like backlogged with everything else. So yeah, I haven't caught up with certain things. But yeah, I'll have to rewatch it.
But Lobo, I mean, again, we got James Gunn casting a really good Lobo. Granted, it was a fan cast because they were throwing it out there.
But everybody portrayed him. Everyone as that beforehand.
Yeah, they were already saying, they were like, why is he Aquaman? Yeah. Like, he should have been, this guy, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's very true. Very true. But Henry Cavill, Batman, interesting.
It'll be interesting.
Again, I
always like a bigger Batman.
That's what I was about to say. My brother made a good point when
Ben Affleck was good.
He was like, dude, Ben Affleck was the build. Like, and then they were even showing like where he was doing like the workout, and he had like the 4 or 5, 45s, fucking pull-ups, bro, monstrous, dog. Like, and then the squats where he just like throws off the weights.
I don't want him the what is that new Batman? Oh my gosh, I think it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what it's called, like Ultra Batman or something. In the new, like there's a new run of him, but this, we like him big, but this dude's like fucking just.
I know what you're talking about. Yes. They're all making different ones because they did a Bane. And Bane is like freaking mad, like showing him choking Batman, and that's because Batman is freaking huge,
dude. Like, let me see. If they do a Batman though, I need to see Bane break the bat. That would be.
That might be what that.
But yeah, dude, like a thicker Batman, like the actual, like what's the names?
Absolute.
Absolute, yes,
Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute,
Absolute. But he's not taking any survivors. That fool's killing
everyone. Guns, got
the freaking spikes, the axe, and everything. I was like, dude. But
that looks like a sick run.
I don't need that like level of Batman. I need like
a realistically built.
Like the animation Batman. He's pretty built. Like. But Christopher Nolan's Batman was not like that.
He was a lean build.
He was a leaner build.
Lean build. So, but I like that.
I feel like he was faster than the Batman that like portrayed in like other movies, because the other Batman seems to hit harder for me.
Mm-hmm. I really don't. Again, we're Eternals are coming back. This is my ground. So Eternals are coming back.
I need to look up the person real quick.
The next, you don't know who Kit Harington is?
I'm horrible with names.
Kit Harington's the Cersei's boyfriend.
Oh, that fool.
Yeah, the Black Knight.
I don't know how I feel about him being it. I'm looking at his picture right now. I'm like, I don't know.
But
go ahead.
But yeah, no. So Eternals are coming back. That's all I know. It's not confirmation. But they say that on the next, because they're going to be concentrating on supernatural and space, for the next series, and the X-Men series, of course. But they're bringing them back. They're going to close out some stories. We're going to find out about the Celestials. Thank God.
see, right now you threw me off. You said it was what's her name's boyfriend, but I always thought you were talking about the Icarus.
Oh no,
but. Okay, this picture right here, I could see him being a Batman. But some of the other ones, I'm like, eh. But
And
I
that's
don't
what
know.
I suck.
Interesting.
I
Interesting.
suck at remembering actors for positions. Like I see them and then I watch the movie and then I won't remember them to be, you know,
Yeah.
for another movie. Everyone
Yeah.
and that's my like Achilles heel. Everyone's like, who would you want as the Joker? And it's just like, oh, like, I don't know. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I don't know who would, you know, or whatever. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm stuck on like couldn't tell you an actor right off the
But
top of my head.
I
Like,
don't like people casting big name stars anymore. I'm tired of
yeah,
seeing
and
people.
what we were talking about. Give it to the no names.
Yeah, give it to like, well, not always no names, but lower, like lesser known people.
I like the indie films. Like find us some indie film
films,
actor or something. You know what I mean?
Some indie films. There are some bigger names that, yeah, if you want to throw somebody that they fit the bill in it, yeah, go ahead. But sometimes I feel like you're just throwing a name in there just because of the name, and he doesn't portray it. They don't portray the actual person well.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It is what it is. It's like,
what about Jensen Ackles
as Batman?
Batman.
I could see him, well, because he was Soldier Boy too, right?
Yep, he's Soldier Boy.
I could see him being a decent Batman. But if you do that,
because he looks young, but he is old.
He actually does look pretty young for what he is.
Yeah. What about what do you think, Wolvis?
Jensen Ackles?
That is Jensen. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't mind that. That build be pretty damn cool.
But he was pegged for Red Hood as well, wasn't he? I think like he did even like again, everyone ran with it. Like you can't put nothing on Instagram without, you know, everybody losing their mind.
Yeah.
He had a costume and he had the helmet and he had the leather jacket with the guns and everything.
Yeah. Woody Harrelson would play a decent Joker.
Woody. I think William Dafoe.
William Dafoe would play a good Joker too.
William Dafoe,
but that laugh is too
Goblin.
Yeah, it's already established for Goblin. I'm sorry.
That's funny. As a TV guy, interesting. He is.
I do like him though, like as a Batman.
What about they said John Hamm was one of them. John Hamm is from Mad Men.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
Yeah, that one is a different one.
John Hamm?
John Hamm.
Ham, huh? Ham.
H-A-M.
Oh, there he is. Who is? I need to see pictures. How old is he?
I don't know.
Because he looks decently old in some of these.
Jake
pictures.
Gyllenhaal? Nah. As I said, it was nasty coming out of my mouth. Oh, stop! Don't say
he's 54 years old too.
John Hamm?
Yeah.
Damn.
So
yeah, that's a no go.
Yeah, I think a no name Batman would probably be good.
No lie. Judge me as y'all want.
Okay, here we go.
But I was watching Ginny in Georgia. That's actually one of the.
What the hell is that?
Like, it's a drama that my wife watches that she watched and I enjoyed. So it's one of the few. I don't really watch a lot of shows that she watches, but Ginny and Georgia, who watched it, there's a guy on there, and I think he would play a really good Batman. That'll be my first time like seeing someone,
right,
and like it was running through my head as I was watching. I was like, he plays a broody character in this, you know, in this series, and so like.
Quick question, because to me it doesn't matter. I don't care as long as the character is portrayed right. And I always tell people, as Batman, I mean, he got the jawline for it, but I don't know where's the build. Where's the build?
He's tall. He's just like he's a Christian Bale built.
Nah. I mean, I could see he got the jawline for it.
I was about to say, but what if he like, you know, puts on the way? Yeah, you know what I mean?
We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Yeah. So yeah, he's got a Christian Bale built.
But I was saying, and no, yeah, he definitely has to put on some build. Oh my gosh! But you guys talk to me, because I don't know how anybody will feel. Race in my head doesn't matter for Batman.
Okay. I think I've seen the. There is comic runs in it with
there probably is.
Yeah.
I haven't.
So
I haven't read a whole bunch
so
of
you
comics
would
lately.
you would go that
I was
route
like,
on this one
if you had
if
it,
the
bro,
actor is
if
good
the
enough
actor is
to
good enough,
you know.
because I'm like, there was somebody in my head. I'm horrible with names, terrible with names. I have to, in order for me to find somebody that I know that I'm trying to talk about, I have to go back to the movie, look up the cast, and then find the person.
Gotcha. And that's what I just did. I put Jenny in Georgia because I couldn't remember the guy's name.
Yeah,
but
it's horrible.
He's 29, so that's why I feel like you know he would rock it. So.
Dude, see, that's what I was talking about. I do appreciate Gal Gadot's take on Wonder Woman, but she wasn't. And maybe I'm wrong. You talked to us about it, but I feel like Wonder Woman has to be a bit not like buff, but like a bit more like power to her because Gal Gadot didn't seem to have like without the effects. She wasn't like she didn't look like she had power. You know, like she looked very slender. They basically got a pretty face and like here you go, and yeah, Wonder Woman's supposed to look cute or whatever, but I'm like I need somebody that also looks Amazonian, like that mascara like we built for war.
Yeah, about to whoop your butt. Yeah,
like I need like for Wonder Woman I need that. So he's no stranger to working with some wrestling actors, so technically he can get a wrestling actor through. If that,
I'm seeing a lot of slender cast women right now. Like that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm trying to see like who would they fan cast?
Yeah,
and it's a lot of like.
And that's how it is though, because they all want somebody cute and pretty to look at. And I get it, I understand it, markability, but I want it to be somewhat more accurate to the comics. There's some women there's some Wonder Woman comics that she is slender, she doesn't look like that, but then there's other comics where I'm like, now that looks like a Wonder Woman. Yeah, see, I'm glad he agrees.
What is that? 100%.
Agree on having Wonder Woman built out like he would said too with Nolan's Batman. It was a leaner, thinner Batman. Batman, I want bigger. Like with this Superman, he doesn't look like, but Superman doesn't look like buff all the time. Like Cavill's was like, damn.
Yeah, but this guy is swole. That's what I was like.
But from what they've shown,
again, I love James Gunn's reference. He's like, I didn't want him to look like he was wearing a wet T-shirt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was so freaking hilarious. Like it was respect to the comic, but also comedic relief on it. Like you're right. Like I want him to just have a suit because of the sake of a suit. You know what I mean?
Superman out of everyone is the best person to get away with it. If he is not built, it's fine. It's Superman. He has that capability just built into his Kryptonian DNA. Batman and Wonder Woman was built to look that like way. She was
and then Batman was like doing it for the fact Batman was like I gotta fucking mess with gods, like you know what I mean, like damn near gods.
I'm like, dude, like it's these two like next to Superman are supposed to look like we're ripped. So I'm like, I need something like I need bigger people standing next to this guy.
Gotcha.
Like it's, you ever watch the Simpsons movie?
Yes.
That scene, he's like, I need 100 strong men and 100 stronger men to make the strong men look stronger. He's like, and here's how I want them to range. Strong, or no, I need 100 weaker men to make the strong men look stronger. So here's how I want them to range: weak, strong. And he's like, sir, you got mad.
Remember that?
I love that scene. He's like, sir, you got mad with power. Of course I have. Have you tried going mad without power? Doesn't work. No one listens to you. I love that scene. Dude, that's like the best scene.
Yeah.
And that one and the Mr. President, I have 5 options. Number 3. You don't even want to read them? I was elected to lead, not to read. Number 3. Fucking love it, dude. I love it so much.
so I'm gonna look at that now and see the Simpsons up there. Like, but dude, I'm down for that version. If he's going like comic book run, like we need
bigger Batman, bigger Wonder Woman.
Bigger Wonder Woman. I would,
like you could still get a somewhat pretty face. I'm not saying get like all freaking.
They're out. Don't get a cross-dresser. No, well, that's what I'm saying. They are out there. Again, it goes back to how The Rock, the Rock, how he voiced Maui.
Mhm.
And you know that was his character. He brought it to life. Everyone knows Rock as the Maui or whatever, right? But in the live action, you're gonna take away from a person that actually probably really looks like Maui in Hawaii because you can't get over the fact that you were the voice of Maui. Like you succumb to wearing a bodysuit. You know what I mean? Just to portray this character, like you know what I mean? Like come on, like give him someone that chance. I just read that one, Alexandria Daddario.
I need to look up names because I don't know people by name. What was the guy's name?
Josh Hartnett.
Josh Hartnett.
But Alexandria is. I can see.
The only issue is that some of these guys are older, and that brings in the issue of how long he wants this run to go. Because
is he older?
He's 46.
Yeah, I think he's gonna cast young Wolvis on. In all reality, I really
but I could definitely see this guy as a Batman. Like looking, it'd be really cool to see him as I don't know why I got like a Riddler vibe out of nowhere.
But yeah, hope so, man. I hope it's gonna be a good run. I think he'll cast right. You know what? I'm gonna leave this conversation and say that James Gunn. I leave it in the hands of James Gunn because I really I think he's done right. He's done right so far. He hasn't it showed his ratings on like all his movies. They're all in the 88 percentile with audience score and critic scores and stuff.
Yeah.
So Guardians of the Galaxy 2, 3, the Peacemaker. Peacemaker was great. After watching it, was freaking hilarious. So then to come to find out that he didn't let him, or not let him, but he told him that he didn't have to read the comics to learn how to be Peacemaker. He wanted him to create Peacemaker himself. So the persona you're seeing is like just his own thing. His own thing. You know what I mean? So
but Brave and Bold is the animated, right? Yeah, Brave and Bold is animated.
I think it's going to be Elseworlds. Everything
is it Elseworlds? I was about to say because it depends on what you were saying. Because if it's Elseworlds, then yeah, that makes sense. But if it's actually animated, it has to be
canon too.
The canon. So that makes it interesting. If it is Elseworlds, I'll give it a pass. But if it's not, then it has to be an older Batman.
We haven't got an Elseworlds update. So we have no idea what is out there.
We'll have to see because Elseworlds technically isn't part of the movie canon, but if it is animated within
the movie canon,
then yes, casting the older ones, it will be fine. So
okay, I can see that. Okay, so a variable.
Yeah, no, it really Elseworlds kind of throws stuff out the window now because it's just like
I like it. I like it again because you're still giving out content to the people that love superhero films and stuff.
Yeah,
but you're letting them know it's not canon.
Yeah,
you don't get that with freaking Marvel. Like you're in this. You're on this yellow brick road, and if you step off, you're screwed. Like you know what I mean? Like,
what if technically it has its own thing?
That's that red. That was the red inner circle on the yellow brick road. Do you know what I'm talking about? There was that yellow and there was red. That's the red road.
Where's that road?
Exactly. Who knows? But that is the what if.
What if season 1 was probably the best?
100%.
Like season 2 was pretty good.
It was there.
Yeah,
it had potential. Dropped it at the end.
Yeah, season 3.
What the F? He even says it. The Watcher even says it. Like, what the F is going on?
I could barely bring myself to watch it, dude.
But yeah, dude, I'm gonna leave it in James Gunn's hands. I think again, Elseworlds will be definitively shown different. So. Let's see. Let's make sure.
Dude, I don't know. He's gonna look it up, but
yeah, I
agree. Marvel has been, in the can lately. Hasn't been fixing itself very much. Thunderbolts was good, but I think it's too late into how bad they were doing for it to be given the credit it deserved. But Fantastic Four has to knock it out, dude. It has to hit a home run.
It has to home run it.
Like
there's not even an infield home run. Like this has to be like
out the park.
Out the park, upper level. Like
it has to go where like all those people in their canoes trying to wait for a ball.
Yeah,
like,
I just saw a video of that.
It needs to go that far because I don't see them coming back if it's anything less. They can't even hit a freaking third base hit and say, "Oh, we did it." No, you need to knock this one out. Especially, I think they're gonna do decent just Galactus alone. Galactus might like sell some tickets, but I don't know, man. Marvel's been kind of hurting us. But we'll have to see.
It's showing animated here, man. Let's see.
I remember it being animated
but
originally.
It says,
so we'll have to see.
The Brave and Bold is a core part of the new DC universe. A long project, yeah. So it be filmed.
If it is, and then we have to have an older one, so then we have to look up older actors.
Because it's Damian Wayne is the Robin. He's right.
Oh, see, when you said son, I was just like, Robin's always his son.
So
he is an older Batman.
I was about to say, how old was he when he had Damian?
He was older, like
40s older,
probably.
Because the boy was a playboy. He could have had him young.
No, Damian Wayne was with Ra's al Ghul's daughter, and he had him older.
What was her name?
I want to say Tasha for some reason, but I don't think that's right.
What age was Batman when he had Damian?
You can just put Damian. They'll know.
Chill.
They don't need to put the Wayne in there. It's Damian.
Popped up. In the comic books, Batman would have been approximately 37 to 38 years old.
So he's like around 40. So having a 40-year-old play him isn't too far off, especially considering they could take liberties in the movies. So, and wait, time out. He was 37 years old when he had him. By the time he becomes Robin, another 10 years have passed. 47, right. Boom, got you.
Yeah, you're right. Tapia?
Yeah, there we go. That's why I was thinking Tasha for some reason. I don't know.
Well, there was a Al Ghul daughter in the Arrowverse. Talia, there we go. Talia Al Ghul. Yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking Tasha for some reason. D&D. That's why.
Probably. But all right. Yeah. So we're piecing it together, guys. If you're just now tuning in, we're trying to form what James Gunn may or may not do.
We're trying to understand it before it's out.
Yeah, but the good thing is James Gunn will shut down all rumors and or anything that will not go against his plan.
People come on here. He's like, "You're all wrong. Shut up.
Just stop talking. Just stop. Just stop.
Just stop your podcast.
Move on to the next subject." But yeah,
stick to anime.
So it's gonna be interesting. Again, leaving it in the hands of James Gunn. We did knock out a few rumors with that. The Superman runtime officially is now 2 hours and 9 minutes, including post credits. Yeah. So I'm pretty excited. So we need a good Robin for sure too. Again, this is, I think, in our lifetime when we'll see a live action Robin.
Well, the thing is, at that point, you've had 3 Robins. You had Nightwing.
Yeah. So you're gonna have Red Hood. The Teen Titans are live action and are in canon as well.
Ooh, the Teen Titans on HBO?
No, they're gonna come in.
Oh, okay.
He's making a Teen Titan film.
Okay.
So we're already gonna have.
That's gonna be the past then, because you can't have that Robin unless it's older Robin.
That's what I'm saying. So they're already, yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah. See.
You
need Nightwing.
We're stopping. No more. We're gonna confuse the fans here. I'm confusing myself.
We need an older Nightwing, possibly teaching the younger Teen Titans. Okay, I'll give you that. But if it's
don't they have that?
Right? Yeah, they do. Older Nightwing and Starfire help teach them and everything, and then Starfire's always embarrassing them. Kind of cute. I like their dynamic, but if you have that Robin in Teen Titans, it has to be years ago, and then they show him like flashback or something like later. But yeah,
it just ruined it for me. I got so excited. Yeah, I got so excited. Yeah. Damn it. Okay.
But yeah, you have to have Nightwing.
Woo!
You have to have Red Hood. There was another Robin in there, wasn't there?
No, that's those two, I believe.
Oh,
and then
well,
Damian.
the girl played a Batgirl. Technically, she was, technically, if you want to do it that way.
Gordon,
and then,
right?
it's his daughter. The cop's daughter.
Yeah.
And then Damian as it. But I need
apparently that Brave and Bold is supposed to have the whole family.
The whole Bat family.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Because in my head, immediately I hear the Bat family, and I think of the Killing Joke. And
because they're all
it's all so good. I want it so bad.
So, but as we were all in our feels with that, James Gunn confirmed that Superman is 2 hours and 9 minutes. So that was, so I'm down to see that with post credit scenes. So
okay, 209 minutes credits or not?
2 hours and 9 minutes with post credit scenes.
So it's like an hour and a half, no, like an hour and 40. Because credit scenes are like 15 minutes.
I was about to say, damn, that's overkill, bro. I think about 2 hours or 1 hour and 51 minutes.
maybe. But the credits take so long to roll.
Yeah. We got a confirmation date for Marvel Zombies, October 3rd.
Ooh.
So
man, so early in October. How many episodes?
It doesn't say. I think it's going to probably be 8 to 9.
Man, I'm tired of this 8 to 9 crap.
I'm pretty sure it's 8 to 9.
Like, I need... Daredevil needs to come back with like 18 episodes. Like, I need a lot of episodes.
If they're gonna bring everyone, apparently they're gonna have a lot of people.
They brought back
Iron Fist, Luke Cage.
What?
Sheer excitement to discuss immediately. There was no like, oh, you heard that? No,
look, Luke Cage. Okay, I can do it. He played damn good, Luke Cage. Iron Fist.
It was bad writing. I attest to bad writing.
Bad writing, bad direction, halfway bad acting.
Halfway bad acting. Oh, that was great.
Was it Homegirl? Jessica Jones. Yeah. Hers wasn't that interesting. Her story was like kind of okayish, but she played the part damn well. So I'm okay with her coming back too. The dude playing Danny Rand is just.
We'll see.
We'll have to see.
I hope with what they brought so far as comic accuracy, I hope they bring at least his ninja outfit in.
That would be kind of funny.
Funny? Are you gonna look at like what's his name? Guy Sensei? Please don't get like spandex.
Yeah.
Like, just give him a green suit, like.
It'll be cool.
But yeah, they better bring it hard with the episodes at least.
I need a good episode count.
What do we got? We got 9 with but 45-minute runtime.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. So we got our runtime back.
Yes,
thank God.
Yes,
we got our runtime was good. You know what I mean. So the build up was there. I think that was great. But yeah, if they're gonna bring Daredevil 2 with all these cameos, and that's the word cameo. If they're in it and they have a story. That's the 18 episodes. Yeah. But if they're just in there like because it's New York City, etc., then just give me 12.
Yeah,
12. Show me you're going somewhere. You know what I mean? Like we're growing together. Like you know what I mean? Like don't give me that.
They need to bring back a homegirl that played Elektra.
You think so?
Well, because didn't she technically die at the end of season 3 or something?
They put her in thing.
I mean, that's how freaking Matt came back.
Yeah.
So
they're saying that that's going to be what is turning him. That's the comic line. Yeah. That it's starting to his bloodlust or like
it's starting to come out more.
Come out more and stuff like. So that's when he dons in the black suit. So
if you bring back Elektra for that because he has to control the foot. Or is it the hand?
The hand.
I
was so in agreement, and then I was like, that doesn't sound right.
I'm thinking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here.
It is. Yeah. I forgot.
But yeah. So if you need him to control it, he has to either one overthrow who's ever in charge, or if Elektra is in charge, basically be like, look,
hand it over.
I need to stop him. Come here. Come here. So
I see it.
Yeah.
See it. But yeah, we got Marvel Zombies.
Yep.
Let's see. Ironheart's time placement will take place 2 months after the events of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Oh, so like right after. Okay. That's pretty interesting.
The suits, the Spider-Man. So it already did get moved. So they changed the release date to December. So that we actually talked about it. Yeah. So now that Spider-Man movie falls before the events of
because
Avengers.
that was so the 2 script thing probably makes a lot of sense now thinking about it, because one would have been so far ahead of the Avengers movie, and the other one would have happened like directly before. But now that it has space to breathe, it has that room to give you more storyline for it. So, I mean, the first 3 were pretty damn good for Spider-Man.
Yeah,
so they did. This one coming
again,
out,
a solid example of Spider-Man or Tom Holland, Peter Parker, right? You said, and then getting there with the Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your take on the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man by the chance? I just, out of curiosity, I would like to know what you think of that. But yeah, so Wakanda Forever.
He didn't like it.
I was like, wait, what? But 2 months, so not too bad.
Not too bad.
So at least
do we know that? Oh, it's like an 8 episode count.
Right? Yeah. 6? No, that's 8. I think you're right.
Because we were discussing that about
because it's going to run into
that's an issue.
Fantastic Four.
Like, that was bad timing on them.
I really do think so myself, my friend. I really do think,
because isn't it like 3 episode release in the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn.
That's a first.
Yeah, because normally it's like 2,
mm-hmm.
a double
at most. Yeah,
a double header. Be like, here you go, introduction. Wait till next week. Now they're doing 3. I think they're doing that because they don't want to run into it. So with the 8
but
episode,
even then we did the math, and it would still
it only runs into it if the last week, the week before, they
doesn't do the double episode, right? Yeah, the double season finale or something. Probably they probably already have it labeled. But speaking of Black Panther, after months of rumors, Denzel is officially cast for a position in the Black Panther 3.
Oh, cool.
So he was been rumored, and then
now it's officially official.
Official. We will put quotes on that. We didn't officially say. The paper said. the articles. LGN or IGN. Like,
you could say IGN wrote it, but then who actually wrote it for them?
Oh yeah, down on the bottom. The reporter.
Yeah, I need names.
Who wrote this article?
I'm gonna have receipts. Like, we're gonna go all out for this one,
And there's that rumor right there.
I kind of see what you're saying. It really was pointless with the whole interlude.
That was its own Elseworld, I guess. A little fresh take on something outside.
It wasn't because then it was part of What If at the end.
Oh, that one effing episode,
dude! It bothered me so much.
It was going so good, and then you threw the Watcher in there. Yep.
But I mean, besides the Watcher, I had problems with the whole time loop on it. Because you created an
infinite time loop. Yeah.
Like it's that damn not the grandfather paradox, but it's the freaking, I'm gonna call it like a boots paradox or whatever.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I'm like, the spider came back in time to bite you, but that spider wasn't created before a certain point in your own time. So it created a loop because of what had it. Like, the blood was there because you got bit, and that's how they made the spider.
Do you think that it changed the? No, you're right.
They created the spider off of his blood, but the spider gave him the power. So how the hell did that spider exist beforehand? It creates a whole big ass problem. That's what bothered me the most.
I love to hate you, my friend. Like, yeah. Enjoy things, and then you put it into a grand perspective, and it's
then
just
I
like
give you a bomb. No, dude, like that's the whole issue that got me off of. Like I was like, it's really good. It's really good. You fucked it up at the end. I'm like, y'all just
drop the goddamn
y'all thought you were
ball.
being smart, and you just spit on it. You just spit in my face, all in my eyes, because now I don't want to watch this again. But dude, like,
damn, I didn't think of it like that.
Dude, it creates a problem in themselves. They did this to themselves. Whoever was writing it.
So season 2 technically doesn't exist because it's a loop. But no, but it's, on the RDJ comment, Marvel and the director said that they are gonna tie the events of Endgame into the storyline of our, Doom.
I don't like any.
Is that why his face is burnt? Do you think they're gonna leave that scarred face from the? Holy hell! I just thought about that. Like,
but how did he come back? Because they buried his ass, didn't they? Did they bury him or did they cremate him?
They buried him, I think.
Because they were at the lake.
They did the lake thing. Yeah, they did the little floating.
The heart
I love
thing.
you. Yeah. What did they do with the body? The Marvel theory, like, you ain't dead if the body ain't there. Like, you ain't dead if the body. They didn't show you destroy. Yondu died. Yondu got burned and got dusted. You know what I mean? So we know that boy is gone. Yeah, he's gone. What did they do to RDJ?
They never showed the body out. They showed him die, and they showed everything, and they're like, okay, he's dead. And then after that, they showed some kind of like, and it wasn't even his arc reactor. It was the first arc reactor. Bitches.
So what if it like they do some like soul thing, like Dr. Doom's
the convergence transfer the soul into? That'd be interesting. That'd be cool. We're giving them ideas. Stop.
Oh man, dude, like that. So, but yes, they will be tying it in some way, somehow. the great powers above. You know what I mean? Kevin has it all mapped out, so there's that rumor there, like where I came across it.
It's a first year, and I'm gonna stick with it.
But with Marvel, sticking with the Marvel theme, guys, we did get again what we were talking about earlier. Marvel's next saga will focus on 3 main pillars: the cosmic, mutants, and supernatural. So Blade. Again, we're gonna get the Midnight Suns of some sort. They're saying that I saw a rumor that Ghost Rider is gonna be the leader of the Midnight Suns.
Okay.
So they're going with that route.
I wonder who they're gonna cast as Ghost Rider. That's a cool one.
A lot of them were saying they should give that homie a chance again from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know if you've seen him.
Oh, was it that fool with the big T as a Ghost
Yeah,
Rider?
the zippered leather jacket. Yeah. So they Diego, I think something like that. I feel like that's but
I don't know.
Then we got Nova. So we'll get
space side
of it, and then again the Eternals and etc. So we'll get Return of them, and then
especially with Galactus, if he's supposed to be a recurring villain, like they said,
he ain't gonna be one off. So
definitely.
So then, because I think there's even battles between the Celestials and Galactus.
Well, I like that theory, and I'm not sure if it's a theory or if it was actually canon in the comic books or whatever, but it's a whole big thing. I'm trying to condense it real quick but they were saying that oh my gosh, what are they? The Celestials.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying that after a while, each universe.
Yeah, so he agrees. The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. one was a decent one.
Yeah. I never watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I just didn't like the design.
I didn't watch it all the way through either. Brie was the one that was like pretty solid because she knew how heavy I was on the MCU.
Yeah.
She thought, you know, that this would lead in, and then they dropped it like, hot potato, you know what I mean? So
I didn't like his design in there, but I didn't really watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I don't know how good it was. Like, but yeah, I agree. They were going to want another big name, especially with Nicolas Cage out there and everything. It would be funny to see him come back for the universe
Secret Wars.
Yeah, but we'll see.
That'd be wild. That'd be wicked.
We'll see.
We saw him in Superman, and that wasn't even a thing. Like it was just him trying on the suit, and they brought him in as a version of Superman on the Flash. Like you know what I mean? Who knows? Like
no, but the Celestials, I think, like after the universe expands for so much, they start a new one, and that's what the big they destroy the old one and create the Big Bang. So then that universe expands, and they create more Celestials and stuff like that. But supposedly, again, if I remember correctly, I forget where I read it, but Galactus came from the previous universe that they destroyed, and that's he eats planets, but the only planets he eats are planets that have Celestials in it. So that's why he's known as the World Eater, but Celestials don't like him because he hunts them down actively. And it just it was an interesting theory, but I don't know.
I seen a comic run or a comic panel that had like bodies of Galactus because they were disposing of them from these multiple universes because again every version of him is going and eating their world. You know what I mean? So I'm interested. Again, I'm to know that he's not one off. So we'll be seeing him. We're already getting Interstellar, cross things. So we're already in space in a way. And so I'm down. Again, I've never read the Nova comics. But his outfit and his his get up and everything, I've always thought he was cool. So I would like to see that one out there, and that would be one run I would like to just know about. And then Supernatural, man. I mean, we got Moon Knight. We got Moon Knight.
We got Blade coming eventually.
We got
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. We have who was it? I think Wolverine's a Moon Knight as well.
I think he's part of that too. Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, he's in Spider-Noir.
Yeah, I did see that there was a live action. I wonder how it's gonna be.
See, Galactus week. So you said you saw a comic, so I must have read a comics series about it real quick. But I don't remember it. So Galactus being in there would be freaking awesome, especially considering he knows the old ways. He knows previous before anybody else knows anything going on. So Reed actually picking his mind would be interesting. Like reading,
because that's I read that in screenshot that one, but he apparently comes across Galactus because he found out that he was studying the stars and a planet just disappeared. So he was studying this and then it just disappeared, and he started digging into why a planet just was gone, and that's how he sent that warning of Galactus or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
an interesting
aware of it.
Interesting thing about that though is Galactus could have done it, or the Celestial could have been born. Either way, the planet's destroyed.
Well, maybe completely gone, not remnants. You know what I mean? Like maybe you could see the remnants of the planet.
Because sooner or later you'll be able to see, unless
because if it shatters, you can't see meteors.
Well, on top of that too, we don't know how. We saw how big a Celestial was coming out of the planet, but we don't know if he absorbs the planet into him either. So we don't know.
But yeah, so interesting. I'm wondering what they're gonna go with. But Supernatural, I'm down for again because we'll have the Moon Knights, all that good stuff.
I want a good Blade.
A good Blade, So that was what it was showing again. They're going that route,
Yeah.
So, hopefully it's more. What's not CGI? Practical
effects. Yeah.
So I'm hoping for practical effects.
I can't see anything wrong with doing most practical.
We have this guy. No. Thought I hit the space, guys. If I would have hit the space, it would have been bad news. Yep, that's what I heard too.
That is true.
What's going on?
You're all lost.
They clearly retreat to the main timeline. That's how they reboot it.
Yeah, which is where we get the end
the
credit scene.
conversion.
Yeah, the end credit scene from Thunderbolts.
Fantastic. Yeah. So incursion, right? Incursion. What is it called?
Yeah, I think it's an incursion. When the universes
the two
collide.
universes collide. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why what's his name builds Battle World, right?
Yeah, because all the
universes are destroying, right?
Yeah.
They're coming.
Yeah, all of them are starting to collide into it.
And that's the safe realm.
He creates his own. Like he basically
makes his own dimension.
Yeah, he strips them all down and creates his own of each part of one. Yeah. So,
guys, God, I don't know how it's gonna end, but I don't care. It's gonna be epic to see it put to the big screen in the end. You know what I mean? Granted, it maybe a shit show going up and down, but I'm down. I'm invested. I always will have high hopes.
I
benefit of the doubt.
I come in with lower hopes to be, so I'm not let down.
But as I dropped my phone, it was in the regards to the one more fan cast, or not even a fan cast, a rumor. His name is Rod. I'm not even gonna do. Yeah, not even. I'm gonna go with Malika. Last name Malika is reportedly to play Speed, Tommy Maximoff. So we got a fan cast and/or rumor, and it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. It was off of 2 different sites. Let me see the other one that I saved.
I mean, Speed is going to be a tough one to cast, though. Oh, that'll be pretty good. They can't end up in the one as Monica and the new X-Men right now because in the if you watch the Thunderbolts and you stayed for the end credit scenes, they show the Fantastic Four
going to
the current universe, the
main timeline, like you said, the main timeline.
Yeah.
So the Monica is in another timeline because the X-Men exist.
Yeah.
And I think,
and her mother is binary and has the powers of Captain Marvel. And
then we're gonna. I think Beast is gonna figure it out.
Like he already said you're from a different universe and stuff. I think in there and stuff. So yeah. Now he's gonna figure out a way to connect universes and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get there sooner or later.
Woo! God, man, it's gonna be epic. I don't care. Again, my just to see this put on the big screen, and that's because I'm not a hard fan. I can only imagine these old heads that these 50, 60-year-olds that are like, no way, they're gonna bring that character out there. Like, oh my God, I gotta go see that. You know what I mean? Like, I can only imagine, like, being that, that age and having the comics, going to the store to get them for 15 cents, like, to see that put up on screen, like animated, you know what I mean? Like, I can only imagine how that feels, and I just love, seeing the creation, so.
Oh, okay.
So you think our timeline is the main timeline is going to be destroyed and we're going to leave over there? I think they're going to be remnants here, and those universes are going to be destroyed.
Well, considering we don't know what universe this is,
19999, because that's Spider-Man's told. Yeah. And then we've been told from the dawn of time that it's Earth's Marvel 616.
But we don't know. It's never been confirmed within universe. And they could just I don't believe anybody. So if they do destroy this one and we go to the X-Men one, which X-Men have existed in time for a while, Earth 616 could be that one. So I could totally see it. So we'll have to see. I don't know.
So yeah, guys, I'm excited. So much fun. But again, if the X-Men is going to be the next saga, I see that fitting into it. You know what I mean? And now we're gonna it will establish the supernatural. It can establish the space thing. Like, it's not new to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be cool. I'm excited. For sure, man. We would love that, man. If we can find out a way, that would be dope. You like a video chatting and tune in video, wise. hey man, you're throwing out ideas. We'll maybe reach out to you in the DMs and plan something. Again, that's something that we enjoy. We brought on a couple of guests, from already. So if you go see those, you'll see we enjoy input in any way. You know what I mean? So dude, awesome. I would love that. I would love that. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
So this I'm guessing this time block actually worked for you. So are you at work or are you getting ready to go to work, right? Because he was at work, right? At the time,
at the time,
right? I can't remember. Let me know. So what time is it now? Because I think you told us it was like 3 a.m. the last time you tuned in. At the time we were at 7 to 8.
Yeah.
So what time is it now? I want to know. That's gonna be interesting.
I mean, can't we look that up ourselves too? Well, we don't know where exactly.
Yeah, as I know exactly we're in the UK.
Yeah, that is true. Man, but no. Yeah.
And then this is for you, unfortunately.
What?
That I didn't get to put this photo. What I'm showing them guys is again we
the Superman
have the popcorn buckets. So I collect them avidly. As you can see, I don't have the actual bucket. We got the cup. Got an Ant-Man. One. So with that one, Superman's coming out. There's only one DC. I was biased for a long time, so don't judge me. But I was Marvel and Naruto heavy on everything. So I started broadening my horizons. My first DC bucket was a Black Adam, only for the sheer size. It was a massive bucket, so for the price it was, I had to. But I was excited about it. Yeah. So got that one. Now we got Superman. So that's what I was showing them. All the different theaters. I don't know where where y'all, who's run y'all's theaters at y'all's area, but we got Regal, AMC. We have Cinemark. So all different. The theaters give different products to these promos.
Yeah.
So there's one with like Superman and a figurine blowing laser through the popcorn bin.
Yeah.
So there's that one. I really am curious of that one or the newspaper
AMC,
one. Yeah. Because and we don't have an Alamo Draft House, but I wouldn't have minded getting that Superman one. I like how they're all coming with lids now.
Oh, yeah.
Like they have like a little like topper lid. I wish I could show y'all. I'll have it displayed next time. I got a Captain America one, and this one has the Captain America shield as the topper. And then it even comes with the flight vest, the little wings. Yeah. I need to show you that one. I need to put it together. But let's see, what did Wolf say?
He was saying that it's 10 p.m. over there now.
So not too bad.
Yeah. Working in Vegas starting of July. Do you travel a lot for work? I mean, not to be,
well,
but I'm like, that's pretty awesome.
So 7.
What?
Is there a Vegas in UK?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Probably.
But I want to know now. I'm about to Google Earth is Vegas, UK. Like,
man, when's the last time you really used Google Earth? Everybody's used Google Maps.
Oh, that's what I meant. Google Maps. Wording is key.
See, now you understand. Oh man, nah, man. It means everything, dude. It's the same thing for punctuation.
Almost pizza? What do you mean almost pizza? Jesus Christ, that was great.
It's the same thing for punctuation.
Okay, Vegas. But the only Vegas that's coming up is Nevada.
Which is why...
Okay, man. Time lag, but are you coming to Vegas in the U.S.? Like, well, because that's the only Vegas. Vegas, Texas? Is there Las Vegas, Texas? No.
Well, they didn't put Las Vegas, right?
Paris, Texas. It's a Paris, Texas. You did put Vegas, right?
Yeah, just Vegas.
Oh, that was great.
But yeah, we'll definitely have to see do some type of like Zoom call or whatever.
That would be dope, 100%. I'll. Nice, dude. That's nice. Freaking awesome. So that's why you're key into a lot of the mainstream stuff.
Dude, okay. That is really cool.
That's freaking dope, man. Awesome. Well, I am glad you're tuned into our show and you're active. That's freaking cool. But yeah, man, we'll get in touch. We'll find a way.
We'll find something.
If anything, again, if you don't follow us on Facebook, same thing.
The best
way. So that way you can send us a message, a DM. Go to the Hydeout. It has that banner as its thing, and then
I don't think they could see that banner.
The one for the YouTube.
Oh, does it have that banner?
I think it's that banner. Yeah.
Because the Facebook is.
That's the profile pic, but that profile pic for the YouTube is the banner for the Hydeout page.
Yeah.
Let me double check. I might be lying. Yes, I am lying.
See?
All right, let me show you what I got here.
Okay, see if it works, but I don't know. Okay, it's kind of blurry. There we go, a little bit better. But that's the Hydeout page on Facebook. That's perfect.
All right.
But if you follow us on there, you could message us, and then we'll try to find a way where we could like do a Zoom or
at least before July.
Do you remember Skype?
Damn. Rest in peace. We lived before and the death of Skype.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
It's so bad that people are like, right when COVID happened, Skype just, and everybody's like, Zoom me, and I'm like, what do you mean Zoom?
Zoom, like
Skype me.
That's wild. I think is the lag of like, again, just interconnectivity. Teams and Zoom was able to like chat and this and add and files, and Skype was just like calling and emojis, you know, and that was about it, you know. So
but we'll definitely have to see about doing a Zoom and how we could keep you.
Yeah, we've always brought. We've always brought them physically in person. So we'll find you a nice little spot in the wall, you know, and we'll have your video right there. So
it might, be, you know, if we talk about it enough, we might be able to do it after
season 2 with a new background.
Yeah, new background, but also after Fantastic Four. So you might be right directly underneath Galactus if we get it.
But he starts in July, so he won't be able to.
True.
Let us know, man. We'll get in touch.
Now I'm interested.
I'm excited.
I'm interested in what he's working on now. But yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, cool.
Sounds like a plan. We'll get in touch. But yeah, man. I think that's all. We covered almost all of it. But again, it was. I think you're mainly Marvel and anime, right? Or Marvel and DC. Right? He's not anime, so we'll stick with this. We'll call it a Marvel DC rumor day, I guess you could say.
The era of comic books.
Yes, and you know, next week we'll have our little news portion, all that good stuff, and then we'll probably run into Mashley heavy. Yeah. Like I'll just run through the show, and then we'll tack it, we'll tack it, you know, heavy.
Especially considering the story isn't crazy.
Broad, again, very funny. Like I texted him because this series or this anime is has a character that loves cream puffs, and so I was like, dude, I want a cream puff now. Like I'm craving a cream puff. Star Wars. There you go. Okay. There you go.
We haven't gotten to Star Wars, even though it technically has Marvel Comics.
I know. I think you know,
he doesn't like Star Wars.
Well, it's not that I don't like it. Don't get me, you know, hate it over here. I've watched some, you know, but yeah, I've never dabbled too heavy. I've never dabbled. Dabbled. Sorry, yeah. No, leave it alone. Leave it alone.
That's gonna have to be part of the clip, dude. When we start looking at something, that has to be in there.
But yes, I never dabbled in that.
We did every time you messed up dabble.
But dude, that's awesome. 2 weeks in Vegas, that'll be a good experience. But yeah, we'll message you. We'll get in touch. We'll make it happen. Like for real. Yeah. We are always game. We're a fresh podcast. 2 years in. Fresh. There we go. Fresh podcast. Okay. So no Andor, nothing. Like again, I have a screenshot of the timeline because I was down. Like I had gotten through. Yeah, I was like I went the prequels. And then it said go into the Clone Wars. I watched like maybe 4 episodes of the Clone Wars. Yeah. And then when I noticed it was like 4 or 5 seasons, I was like, the hell? And then even in that timeline, it drew out a little line and was like the batch or the
Bad Batch.
Yeah, it was like in this time period, and I was like, holy, yeah. So wouldn't mind it, but I think I was about to say I'm so far behind on like just the anime catalog.
Well, I mean, not just that though. We're already behind, like we're caught up, but we're also still behind because everything coming out on Marvel, DC, and now all the new anime that we're trying to do,
and the ones that we've gone on, like that's the even worse part. Like we touched Kaiju, we got a season 2 this year. You know, we touched One Piece. Of all times, One Piece is getting its 3rd season, like One Punch. One Punch. I always keep saying One Piece. One Punch. You know, we're getting its 3rd season. This year. Yep. Fire Force. We never went through Fire Force. I watched Fire Force,
but we never discussed it. You watched it actually before we started doing this.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, we it was one on my list. You know what I mean? So so Fire Forces came out. Bree was mad. She was all like, "There was a season 3." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "When did it come out?" I was like May or something like that, March or something, April. And she was like, "And you're barely telling me this?" I was like, "I'm sorry, like I'm watching Solo and all that stuff. Like I forgot to mention that it came out. She watched it. She liked it. You know what I mean? So we were where we left off was the captain was going hard, and we're just like, oh, this dude came with it right now. Like so, I'm excited to see what goes on there. And what were you saying was the prequel to that? You said
that is a prequel
to another anime that
Soul Eater.
Soul Eater. Okay. So
the anime for Soul Eater isn't good. At least not like the first episode or the first season. I think is decent, but the ending is all trash.
When the only time I actually realized when animation changed was in 7 Deadly Sins.
Oh yeah,
that there is when I clearly saw the difference in studios. I was like, whoa, what was this? Why did his face look like that? Why did his arm, body like that? I was just like, holy crap! Now I see what people were saying because a lot of people were like saying it fell off.
Yeah,
didn't believe them, kept going, and then they threw the movies in there, and I can't remember when I started getting lost in the sauce. You know what I mean? I was just like, wait! I thought he died. I thought he was in hell right now. I was just like, but nonetheless, it was good up until a point. Escanor was, badass. Bond was dope. You know what I mean? Yeah. So good character, like Meliodas and his brother, all that good stuff. Yeah. So, but that was the one true anime that I saw the difference in the animation. Style, that one was for sure. But yeah, so heavy year, guys. Heavy. We've discussed this multiple times. We got Eyes of Wakanda now. We got in November. We have Wonder Man in December. We have Kaiju. We have One Punch. We have the Marvel Zombies. Fantastic Four. We have
Superman,
Ironheart, Superman. Like,
it was just
holy
crazy. We had
hell.
Daredevil in March. We had Solo going on. This year's just been crazy.
But it's been awesome. And I'm glad y'all have been on this journey. Sorry today we didn't bring our news like we usually do, but to all you guys that tune in, we truly appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Wolvis, again, we're gonna stay in touch. We're gonna get you on the podcast. That way, everybody can see and relate to your opinions, and you can argue with the fans on our side.
well, I will say though, with the Zoom, there's still going to be some lag, but probably not as bad as the chat.
Yep, definitely. Well, we do have somewhat of a lag now that I think about it. When we were like checking our stuff, you know how it has that like 7-second lag, to what it is. Is there a way to fix that? No matter what.
I think there's always some lag, but then on top of that too, like with the Zoom meeting call, there's still going to be that lag of us talking and him talking back.
Okay, gotcha. So. It's that blank stare in the camera. Hi, Phil. Yeah. And now Phil in the weather.
It's okay that I'm in a hurricane. What do you mean?
That blank. How you doing today? Yeah, my favorite one is the Yes Man. When he's out in the, Marin Maiden or whatever, he's all like just smiling. They're like, can he hear us? That's when he broke the news, right? Like, just like twitching his eye.
Are we live? Can you,
Bruce, can you hear us? Oh, man, dude. Like, so, yeah. Wolvis, I am down. I'm ready to talk shop and get you a time slot on our show. But I think that's it, man. We covered it all. We were able to do a random what is it? Yeah, but really a totally random, podcast today.
Totally random day today.
It was all over the map. James Gunn, Marvel, Kevin Feige, the whole nine.
Yeah.
We covered it. So next week, just stay tuned. As we hear news, you guys hear news. We'll bring it to you. Rumors, facts, castings. That's what we do here, guys. But next week, we'll definitely get some rumors, hit some anime, Mashley, Code Geass, maybe in the works if I can get to it. I'm the slacker, guys. Terrible host. But thank you guys for another great weekend here. We'll see y'all